Hey, good morning. It's a new day. I think that I've landed on an editing style that's gonna work with this automated Unsilence tool I talked about. I got a little bit more feedback that the crackling issue I mentioned was actually present in most of the early VODs for the league. So if you've made it this far and you survived that audio artifacting, I appreciate it. In order for me to fix that at this point, I would have to go back and redub those VODs. So I might do that at some point. I mean, this is a second test channel. I don't like re-uploading things on my main channel because it screws with metrics and everything, but if you're here, you're just here to watch Trailblazer. I'm sure you don't give a shit about that kind of thing. And neither do I. That's the whole reason I've been using Trailblazer to test it. If you forget what I'm talking about, I have this cool tool that a college student made on GitHub that he made it so that when he's watching lectures from his professors, he can skip through the quiet parts of the lecture so he can just get the information as quickly as possible. So thank you, COVID-19, I guess, for making pre-recorded lectures a thing. But he's also been helping me to get it to work for this use case of editing RuneScape videos. I don't think he realized that he accidentally made a tool that does exactly what I do manually for hours every week for Questscape videos. So it's been fun so far trying to figure those things out. I think for now it only took it's about 3 episodes where there was some crackling. It's mostly fixed now. I'm still trying to figure out the editing side of things. My comments on it are always going to be a day delayed. I get to talk about it after I've seen previous days of video. And I think right now it's not going to be as perfect as if I did it manually, as you'll have seen in, I guess this is episode, say 8 or 9. Today's 9, yesterday was 8. If you watch episodes 7 and 8, that style where it starts to slow down a little bit and then fast forward more the longer the cut is, that's probably as close as I'm going to get to my manual style. So hopefully this is still watchable. Hopefully this is still kind of showing you the more important bits of content and slowing down when things get interesting and I start talking. Today's a new day. I've been thinking about what I want to do today. Task count's pretty reasonable, actually. As I mentioned this yesterday. 60 tasks to go. So something I think I'm going to do today is something I've been putting off for the entire league. I haven't touched quests. Done a couple that I needed to for content that was right in front of me, but otherwise I haven't really done much questing. So I'm going to start with, there are 4 quests that are required for the Desert Medium Diary. Hold this up here. Yeah. Golem, Spirits of Elid, Anokra's Lament. Actually, I guess just those 3. I counted Spirits of Elid twice. So we'll do that. Those will be good to have anyway. They're just going to unlock other things in the desert that'll make things more simple. From there, I think I might actually just try to get the easy and medium Karamja and Lumbridge diaries as well. And then I'm going to start looking into the requirements for the hard diaries and try to start zoning in on those. Before I do that, though, I have some farming that I can do. So I'm going to try to knock that out really quick. I'll come back once anything interesting happens in a quest. I don't plan to read any quest dialogue during Trailblazer just because I've done it already. Alright, first quest I'm going to do is the Golem. I need 4 soft clay, so I'm going to pop into the Traherne mine over here, grab some. I need a mining level of 70 for this rock. Of course I do. Really? Let me see what I already have. I guess it's soft clay, so I'm 68. It wouldn't be nice if I had a +2 boost. I've got a regular Dwarven Stout. Yeah, it's only a +1 boost though, I think. +1 mining, +1 smith. Fine. Do I have regular clay? I have enough to use water on it. Jugs of water, buckets of water. What do you know? The general store here sells Pyrus. You need money though. Quest complete. League task complete. Complete the Golem. I think I immediately can do the next quest, which isn't one of the ones I set out to do because it's not required for the medium diary, but I may as well do it. Like how that's rookie XP for completing it. Shadow of the Storm. You do get silver light from this, don't you? I guess I can upgrade it to arc light. Start gathering stuff for the next round. Apparently I need to leave some silver bars behind in case they show up as quest requirements. I'll get one real quick. Oh, I can plant my potato cactus now. Well, I'm going to do that real quick while I'm here. Demon Slayer is a prerequisite, and I have to do it. I didn't realize that wasn't auto-completed. Okay. Bucket of water. 25 bones. No, I had 25 bones in my bank. Oh, crap. Well, I can get those. Give me a second here. Bank all this garbage. Use that opportunity to train range for a little bit, I guess. Kill some cows. Ninja steel darts, because I don't care what happens to those. I mentioned I wasn't going to read the quest dialogue, but I just want to marvel again at how cool the quests are in this game compared to every other MMO I've played. I'll get to this if I ever get around to publishing my Why RuneScape is Great video. I want to kind of do a video essay just breaking it down for people who haven't played it before. I think the biggest thing is that this game isn't an MMO. It's a different game entirely. It's really not in the same genre as like World of Warcraft. But in any case, it's kind of cool. You got to get a bucket of water and then pour it down the drain to move the key and get it to fall down here. Pretty neat. Complete Demon Slayer, 50 points. Really? I feel like that was way easier than the Golem, but whatever. Alright, now I can do Shadow of the Storm. Oozer via the Magic Carpet is the medium diary task from the Golem, so it's nice to do that at the same time here. Just remember this is the quest where you get Evil Dave, which is why we'll be able to do the Evil Dave substep of Recipe for Disaster, which is cool because that means we can get spicy stews, which are significantly better with Botanist. Might be able to find fun uses for them later on once we're much higher level and the level starts slowing. Hey, select a skill to advance. Any combat skill other than do range because it's the furthest behind. 120,000 ranged XP. Oh, 58 ranged. Didn't really think about that happening. I'll take it. I assume Darklight's not great against the Sire, Abyssal Sire. Okay, Shadow of the Storm quest complete. Let me figure out what to do next. Spirit of the Elid, probably. Stuff like needing to telegrab the Ancestral Key, I think, is really cool. Alright, complete Spirits of the Elid, 50 points. Go ahead and mark that done. I also got 8,000 per XP, which ended up being 96k per XP. Pretty nice. Shot me up 6 per levels. And now I have access to the statuette. Pray at the statuette. Oh, I love that that's a separate task. 100 easy points right there. I will take it. Let's see what's next. Nakra's Lament. It's got 91 magic on a required quest cast. Alright, look at all that quest XP. 84k magic, fire making, mining, and crafting. Resulted in crafting 73, red d'hide man braces, that's money, magic, or mining 69, fire making 57. And I got a camulet. Now what's the actual teleport to an Akron? Sweet, that leaves me with just one task remaining. I have to cut some teak logs near Oozer, and that will finish the medium desert diary, which pretty much just produces a lamp that I'm going to use on prayer. Prayer is going to be my lamp skill from now on. I think that's correct. It might be worth if I can get to 1,000,000 gold, getting infinite charges on the camulet, because it's a nice part of the desert. I guess it won't be as necessary once I get the Pharaoh Scepter, but, you know, whatever. Alright, next up, I'm going to go with this teak log. I'm actually curious if I can finish the hard diary. I have to kill the Kalphite Queen, which I'm not worried about phase 2, but I'm extremely worried about phase 1. I could always give it a try. Probably just win through attrition, get a bunch of karamba, and keep teleporting in until it's done, you know? Teak logs chopped. Talk to Jar at Shantae Pass. Complete the medium desert diary. Task complete. Very cool. Oh, and I got one for complete an Akra's Lament too. That was 100 points for an Akra's Lament. That's cool. That was an easy quest. And I have one daily Narda teleport, which is not great. The main reason to do this is for the lamp, I guess. And the Pharaoh Scepter charge increase once I get the stupid drop. Desert Amulet 2. T-Clamp. Prayer, please. 90k prayer XP. Pop me right up to 60. Yeah, I'll take it. Okay. I think I want to try, keyword try, to fight Kalphite Queen. Said never again on the live servers after I finish the diary cape. Now we're doing it again. I might try casting on her anyway. I'll give it a try. I don't know if it's gonna work. I should eventually do it with blood spells, but I'm just gonna do it with fire now just to see how hard it hits. Let's see. Use super anti-poison. Oh, I can still hit her. Pretty okay with magic too. Well, I thought she was basically immune to it. I think I will beat her then. That's cool. I'm gonna have to warp out repeatedly, but that was the whole idea. Or I wish I had a pool in my house. If I get super lucky and get the Kalphite Queen head on the first kill, which is not going to happen, it certainly didn't happen on live, but if I were to get that lucky, then I will just focus the hard diary, because that will get me, or the elite diary, that'll get me unlimited teleports to the Nardos statuette, which is basically like having an ornate pool. It'll be OP for this kind of thing. Unfortunately, like with live, oh shit, I'm attacking a Kalphite Guardian. Let me double check with her max. I'm impressed that this works. This is what I was talking about when I was saying I think that the accuracy bonus on double cast is slept on. This would be super doable with blood runes, I bet. So when we get her to phase 2. I'm so glad I came and tried this. This is completely doable. If I can get my mage a little bit higher, once I come back with 99 in blood spells, it'll be even easier. Let's see, phase 2 now that she's actually weak against magic. Not weak against magic, but she no longer resists it. I think her protect from magic doesn't make her immune, it just gives her a defense bonus to it. Alright, I'm doing hard diary, which is pretty cool. Wasn't expecting to be able to pull this off. Figured if I was going to get 1 KC, it was going to be really annoying that I was going to have to, like, use my best possible melee crush weapon and get, like, 1 hit every 5 hits and just be teleporting in and out constantly. I wasn't expecting mage attacks to actually land on her. Changes everything. And this is where a statue would make a huge difference. Goes to show how over-the-top OP last recall is, because this would not be feasible without last recall, I'll tell you that right now. As soon as the relic names got leaked the day before launch, and we saw the name was last recall and that it was in the teleportation tier, I was like, I hope that's Furor's win, because that would be busted. Now some Wines of Zamorak would be great here. Nice. 1 KC, Kalphite Queen. No! No! Oh, that's the fucking worst. Oh, I want to die. As an Iron Woman, you don't get loot if other players helped you kill the monster. Am I going to have to do this every time I fight her? It's the fucking worst. I feel like if they've refilled it... Let's try it again. Burned through so many crombones. I hope I have enough resources to get the next kill. It's so annoying. I guess that means every time I kill her, I'm probably going to have to deal with somebody who came in and attacked her a couple times and noped out. And I just have to... Maybe I can find a server. There's so few people on with Desert unlocked. Definitely if I do more kills, it's going to be on the Ancient Spellbook. Blood runes would help. More damage, healing would be nice. Speaking of which, make sure I'm not going to run out of runes here. God, that's annoying. I think I might run out of crombones before I kill her. Alright, do what I can. Getting way unluckier in her attack pattern here too. She's hitting me with range constantly and for full damage. So I'm definitely going to run out of crombones. I guess the amount of my healing doesn't really matter. Also getting unlucky on my hits too, compared to the first attempt. God, that's so annoying. I really feel like if they've recovered all their health, there's no reason for that pop-up to happen anymore. If they've recovered all their health, then they have no stat drain, I guess, thing you want to control for. The nice thing about this is I never have to waste ticks healing. Oh, are you kidding? What runes am I out of? Oh, Jesus, I'm out of air rune. Gotta buy some quick. She does regen eventually. Alright, phase 2 again. God, I hope it didn't drop something good on that first kill. I guess there's no way to know. It didn't drop for anybody in real life. That's the hard part. Only have 5 minutes from her phase transition to kill her too, which I forgot about. It's not so much time not damaging her. Get it? Got it, okay. Credit, please. 150 death runes, super restore. That's fine. 250 points. Defeat the Kalphite Queen. I have no food. I'm gonna have to go sit at Karambun's for a while. Okay, well, do the hard desert diary. Probably can't actually focus farm her until we have a shitload of resources, but it's cool that we're able to kill her. After I finish restocking Karambwans, I'm probably going to go do Cook's Assistant so I can use the Lumbridge range, which I probably should have been doing this whole time. I just didn't want to be bothered with questing. Lost out on a bunch of cooking XP as a result, I'm sure. So we'll do that. After that's done, I need to do 2 quests for the Desert Hard Diary. That's the Feud and Contact. The Feud is going to be worth doing, or rather, yeah, the Feud's going to be worth doing anyway because I can do the Rogue Trader minigame, which will unlock Ollie's Rune Shop, which is going to be my only shop access to soul runes, which I need for Blood Barrage, which will be nice for things like Zulrah and KQ in the future. So yeah, once I finish fishing up, maybe I'll go to like 500 raw Karambwans. We'll go do those 3 quests. $500 Karambwans. Okay, I gotta go do Cook's Assistant. That's right. And I'll pick those. Working on Cook's Assistant. I forgot how trivial this quest is. I noticed Swamplenix has been, or Settled has been posting videos, and he just rushed this egg spawn. That was the very first thing he did, which I guess makes more sense now in hindsight. Dead Jute. Even with super or ultra compost. I thought you already have all the things, and it's like, I already have those. Like, that's a weird coincidence. Yeah, it is. I need Kandarin or Mauritanian to do another cook's quest. Researching what I'd have to do to actually progress Recipe for Disaster. It says I need Mauritania or Asgarnia, but I think I need Asgarnia. Oh, okay. Selecting Mauritania auto-completes another cook's quest, which is otherwise impossible. Got it. That makes more sense. I'm just like, this doesn't seem to be possible. Alright, I'm going to cook these 500 Karambwans, and then hopefully I can just rely on those for a while. No, don't do that! Ah, fuck. I think I can still cook them after I poison them, right? Use the range in Lumbridge Castle. It's already cooked. Fuck, forgot that was a thing that I could do. Well, I've got unlimited Karambwan paste, I guess. It's frustrating that that's the default cook option. Okay, all my Karambwans are cooked. Ended up getting 79 cooking. Getting 99 would be nice for the cake. Stops you from burning stuff. Ended up with 390 out of 500. Would have been like 411 if I hadn't fucked up the poison Karambwans at the beginning. I'm going to finish making some of the raw stuff that I'm sitting on here. One of the trout for the beginner clue step. Okay, hopefully 390 Karambwans lasts me a while. I think I'm going to do another quest, try to work on the hard desert diary since I went to all that trouble to defeat the Kalphite Queen. Start with the feud. This dude sells jugs of wine for 1 coin. I think I'm going to buy a bunch of those. Price doesn't go up and it auto restocks. Yeah, I'm just going to stock up on a couple hundred of these because I really need to have some kind of healing that's shitty healing for skilling activities like Pyramid Plunder. Didn't realize he actually had a shop you could buy from. That makes this way easier. Just gonna do like 100 for now, but that should be good for Zalcano, Pyramid Plunder. I get 1 million of these on live, because on the live servers, done a lot of cooking training. I could have had a bunch of these if I hadn't have died when I got my first Zulrah kill. That dropped 250 grapes, which would have been great. Remember, this guy's here for the future. Hard task in the desert area. Achievement diaries went up to knocking out and pickpocketing a Mephite thug. Hey, quest complete. 180,000 thieving XP. Hit us at 97 thieving. Now we can blackjack people. That's cool. Okay, so I want to do his rogue trader minigame if I can. There's a ninja in play. I can barehand those guys. I think I have that notification turned on. That's an in-blade spawn, and I might even be able to camp. 4 prayer potions. I mean, it's not terrible. I need them. Make sure I have the proper inflames triggering notifications. Magpie. Business proposal from Ali Morrissey. Presented box with a weird locking mechanism. Just pick the lock. I've done the Sudoku puzzle on possible to pick open. I've done the Sudoku puzzle on live, so I'm just going to use a solver here. Okay, it looks like I can pick that one. Maybe I need a lockpick for it. Oh, these runes are terrible. Let's find out what the runes are for sure. Okay, let's see. Hey, you hear the locking mechanism open. 36k. Okay, it says it's cheaper. 44 soul runes. Alright. Basically need all of those except the body runes. Now I think after doing those boxes I can just buy runes from him. Let me take a look. I don't have to do the box every time. Buy other runes. Soul rune, 375 coins. My blood runes are expensive, but at least I have access to soul runes now. That's a big change. Hooray Sudoku! I think I can open up 2 other shops with him, like a blackjack shop and something else, but I don't really care. I'm gonna work on the next quest, which is contact. Let me sit at the bank and figure out what I need for it really quick. Alright, I think I've got all the things I need for contact. I'm gonna head over to Sohanen and step away for a quick second, and then we'll do this quest. After this quest, I should be able to finish the hard desert diary, which pretty useful. So I think that they patched. Oh no! They did a poll to see if people were okay with moving the rope from the elite desert diary to the hard desert diary. But as far as I know, that's not in there. Should definitely do these mazes. The rune rewards are pretty good. 46 mithril ore. Okay, not the most exciting thing, but cool. Alright, here we go. Do not extinguish your light source. Remember this place freaking me out on live. Pretty sure this quest has already been published. This is going to be a point where, well, I'm worried this room is instant, so I'm going to step out, but this might be nice because I might be able to recall back down here instead of having to go through this annoying dungeon again. Storage your memories of the Crydian Desert. Fantastic. I feel like of all the area teleports, the desert one is super useful. It takes you pretty near a bank and a furnace. Very good early on. Oh, I gotta meet him outside the gates. Okay, that's fine. I'll keep my recall position so I can recall back to the bottom of the dungeon. Yay, contact. Don't have to go through the dungeon again. Fight this scarab. Alright, let's kill this scarab. Used to fighting this thing in the Nightmare Zone. That was super easy. Way easier than it was on live. Karis. I'm gonna use that for diary step. There's also a task to kill a scarab mage, so I'll do that soon. Turn to Sophonum and talk to the High Priest. Will do in a second. I think this is actually my best. Well, I don't know if it's better than a Rune Scimitar, but it's pretty good. You kill a scarab mage anyway, and it looks like that also counts for this diary credit, so I'll do that really quick. Task complete. Defeat a scarab mage. 50 points. Also hard task complete. Perfect. Burn new logs on the mayor's balcony. Create a mithril plate body. And I'm excited for this hard diary lamp. Throw it on prayer. Looks like you get 2 lamps for doing contact that you can put on combat, so I'm going to put them both on ranged since it's annoying to level still. Do want to get it up high enough so that I can use Black Dehyde. 84,000 thieving XP, 2 wishes granting 7,000 XP each. Ranged, please. 84k, nice. 61 ranged, I can now use the rune crossbow. 63 ranged, sweet. Since I'm already all the way in Sophonum, I might try to just finish grinding out 99 thieving and see if I get lucky and get the scepter drop. I keep talking about it, but I really, really desperately need that scepter. It's going to make switching spellbooks so much less of a hassle. I haven't done quests in so long, I forgot this game gives you so much garbage. Like, you have all these quest items that it doesn't delete when the quest is over. I guess you can go talk to the wise old man to delete some of them, but still. You know, if I end up going for the crystal bow and crystal armor, which I almost certainly will, I feel like that's the right setup for Inferno. That for Zook, and then spells for basically the rest of it. The Elven Signet might not be a terrible item to have, so we have that. Anyway, let's go do this. After I get 99 thieving here, I think I'm going to finish up the remaining quests that I even have access to, because there's only 3 other quests that count for League tasks. Sheep Shearer, Romeo and Juliet, and Vampire Slayer. They're all pretty trivial. Do those, get the 30 points, or more importantly, the 3 tasks. So we're at 51 tasks to go until I can unlock the last area. And I won't have to touch questing again at all until we unlock the 3rd region. Heavily favoring Mauritania. Right now, the toss-up is between Mauritania and Asgarnia. I had previously considered Fremennik because of it auto-unlocking Ava's device, providing some other nice things like fighting Vorkath, but Vorkath is less interesting because I can't use anti-fire potions with that combination of regions. And stuff like the ability to build more stuff in my POH is not as great because once I do Desert Elite, I'm going to have access to effectively a restore pool anyway. The reason I would do Asgarnia is for all the sick God Wars dungeon loot. But having double cast, I think, makes God Wars dungeon slightly worse, especially for bosses like Zalcano that just don't give a shit about your magic damage. Or their magic defense is bonkers high. Could probably melt Grardor though. I think they nerfed his magic attack because it was making the Twisted Bow too good against him. Or magic defense, I should say. Asgarnia also has a bunch of other little quests that interlock with Mistalin, which is more than a little annoying. There's a couple of Mistalin tasks that technically require Asgarnia to do, like Death to the Dorgishan and Lost Tribe, like equipping a bone crossbow, all the stuff associated with Dorgish Khan in general. Ton of tasks down there that you just can't do if you don't unlock Mistalin. I feel like that was kind of an oversight that they should have auto-completed at least the quest that lets you go down to the Cape Goblin City. I feel like that's a lame reason to pick Asgarnia. Also, if I'm going to do this whole practicing content for live, content I haven't done on my Infernal Cape playthrough right now includes Theater of Blood, Inferno, and Nightmare. So doing Mauritania means that I could try out Theater of Blood and Nightmare, which I think would be cool. Also, it sounds like there's a reason to want to have Ice Barrage in Theater of Blood. So me having that might be valuable, since I think a lot of the people taking Mauritania have Fluid Strikes. My plan would be to try to learn it with a bunch of other noobs. Gonna quickly pick up the +3 Summer Squirt Juice upgrade, because I plan to be here for a bit and take a few extra levels as far as helping with the success chance. It'll put me at effectively Thieving level 100, which I'm curious to see what that does for like checking snakes and stuff. I think Thieving level affects how often you get bullshit there. It's not 100% clear to me. Oh man, I think this is a thing that happens. Servers get desynced over time. It gets worse the furthest from the last patch it's been. Right now I've done a couple of these runs where I'm getting grabbed on the one click even though I shouldn't be. Tried to server hop and look at the games. Alright, got it that time. Got a server that wasn't as badly desynced apparently. Drink squirt juice. Done. Okay, cool. Thieving 98 should come up here once I actually successfully pickpocket this urn. There we go. One level to go. Should be about 30 minutes. Really hoping I get the scepter before then. My plan is I really don't want to like actively try to get 25 million thieving XP. I will take the fact that 25M does something, namely that it unlocks another league task as solace for continuing to do thieving activities past 99. Like, you know, continuing to do this until I get the scepter, or continuing to pickpocket master farmers until I get the seeds that I need. But if I actually hit 25M, that's going to feel really bad because I'm not going to want to continue to do anything thieving related once it no longer is able to grant me stuff. Basically, going for and finishing 99 thieving is probably not something I would do until the league's basically over. My plan was after hitting 99, I was just going to like run this over and over until the scepter drops without looting any of the urns because I'm not going to care about the XP part. I think I'm just going to start doing that now. This will be my last run where I touch the urns. And after this, I'm just going to rush to the last room, open every chest on the way. Usually the best way to go for the scepter is to just spam the first room, but I think in this case it makes more sense for me to rush the last room because every time I open the grand chest in the last room, it gets me credit towards a league task. We're doing this 50 times, which I feel like they calibrated that poorly. Like you're going to go way over 25 million thieving XP, getting all of the clears and pyramid plunder, right? Pharaoh Scepter! How lucky. Man, I was cutting it close there, too. Whew. Alright, well, I may as well finish 99 since I'm here. So I'm going to do that. Finishing the hard diary gets me up to 5 charges on this thing, which is nice. But I got it. So I need to get a lot of seeds from master farmers, and like I said, I don't want to do too much thieving activity past 9. Definitely don't want to actively go for 25 mil until the end of the season. So I think after this last run here, I'm going to try to finish getting 99 on master farmers and just hope that I get enough seeds to do the things I want to do. Still need a regular cactus seed for a task. If I don't get it from a master farmer, I'm going to have to go kill some elves in Yorworth Dungeon. Let's say goodbye and good riddance to Pyramid Plunder. I'm going to go steal from a master farmer for a bit. Probably will go back to Pyramid Plunder, actually, now that I mention it, just to get the 50 clears task. That one's worth 250 points. That means I should just stay there now, right? I just don't know how many I've done. I probably should have been keeping track of it, but I don't think it gets tracked anywhere. Great if I could see the progress here. Probably do the math and figure out how many times I've probably cleared it. Yeah, screw it. I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna try to get that task. It's a lot of points. Oh, I have to pickpocket master farmers for like way past 99. I hate this. Alright, well, regardless, I'm only gonna open the chest. I'm not gonna open any urns anymore. That should speed things up, and I'll go ahead and bring a lockpick with me since XP doesn't matter anymore. I just wish I knew how close I was. I'm gonna try to figure it out. I guess I can't really just use math to figure it out because the amount of XP I get is super variable based on how many doors I have to pick lock on the way there. I've had horrible luck with ever committing to something like this. I think I may have already failed to commit to it on live, but a couple times I've been like, I'm going to do 5 Barrows runs a day, or I'm going to do this many KC per day, and I don't do it. I'm so bad at it. So I was about to say I should do, 5 Pyramid Plunder runs per day on the league until I get this task, just to keep my sanity. And I can go ahead and declare that, but the chance that I'll actually stick to it is close to 0, if not 0. I guess, let me go ahead and say it. I'm going to do 5 Pyramid Plunder runs per day until I get the complete Pyramid Plunder 50 times task, and then I'm probably never going to touch it again. Maybe at the very end of the league, like hunting for some last minute points. I don't think I could bring myself to do this thing 50 more times after getting it to 50. And then it's 250 times for the third one. Like, come on, Jagex. That's roommate of Pyramid Plunder 250 times. They just pick that number out of a hat. That's like, I think it's more than 200 million thieving XP. It's gotta be, especially if you end up doing that once you have the T6 relic. Maybe I can go back through the old VODs and try to figure out how many clears I've done. They're fast forwarded so much though. I guess probably I can tell when I teleport to Varrock to bank, because I've had to bank every single run. I think it's definitely more than 20, possibly more than 30. If I was in the 40s, I would just go for it right now. Hey, I just got another second Pharaoh Scepter on my way out. That's actually useful. It's good to have 2 of them. That way I can always come back and recharge them. That was supposed to be my last run to get 99 thieving too, so talk about clutch. Might alch this thing or something? I'm going to keep both of them because it would be nice to have a backup. Pretty sure they have separate charges. 50k alch, not worth it. Thieving! 99 thieving, there it is. 250 points, task complete. I'm going to finish this run and probably not come back to Pyramid Plunder until I do my daily 5 runs, until we get the 50 runs league task. I have it set to hide max skills, but I'm going to turn that off for the league. Figure out what level 25 million counts as. Okay, done with Pyramid Plunder for now. We'll see if I can stick to my do 5 of them per day. I probably will not. Just saying that right now, but I would like to try to do that because it's a lot of points to leave behind, especially if I'm already over halfway there. And I'll just try to plan on getting 25 million thieving close to the end of the season. Okay, so I stopped doing the hard desert diary to finish that up because I ended up in Sophanum after doing contact. Now we just need to burn yew logs on the Narda Mayor's balcony and create a mithril plate body in Narda. So I gotta get my fire making up a couple more levels. Trying to think the best way to do that. I guess I'll just burn maple logs. That seems fine. After that, I think I might do a little bit of Zalcano just to see if I get lucky and get a pure essence drop. And Puppet in chat was mentioning doing Gauntlet for good elks. I really should just go ahead and get over it. I haven't been doing Gauntlet because I only ever did it once on live, so I have that typical fear of new thing. I should just get over it and try it though. It's too bad I'm not like super good at Corrupted Gauntlet, because since it's gear agnostic, if I was good at it on live, I could just pop in there right now and crush Corrupted Gauntlet with the Mage Relic. But I might wait to attempt the Corrupted version until I get the T6 Relic, Draining Strikes. So that'll make it extra super broken. Tinderbox, X, I think that's all I need. It's interesting that you don't get a task for your first 99. I thought maybe they would have just one for first 99. I guess you get that with your first 95. So if I ever do go for Master Farmers, I'm probably going to get another Squirk Juice and get the +3 boost, get it back up to 103. I think I mentioned earlier that I thought Botanist was bugged, that sometimes the buff would decay, but it's just that the buff is static based on whatever your level was when you used it. So if you gain a level, I used it at 97, so it gave me a +3 to 100. It's not going to go down from there. Okay, fire making 60 on a yew tree. Probably just do the ones by the bank. Burn 100 yew logs. Ooh, that's going to be a ways off. Excuse me, the next time I need fire making for some other quest or task or something, I'll probably make your yew short bow. Okay, I still have the bowstring for it. Only 50 tasks to go. It's not so bad. Still have a string. I do. I have 2 strings. Perfect. Make a magic. Equip a yew short bow. 50 points. So I'm gonna bring these yew logs. I gotta organize some of these tabs a little bit better. I've done a couple times. I've moved all the gems into one row, but it's still not great. It's not like my live bank, which is very nice. Tinderbox. And I guess I'm gonna go ahead and use my daily Nardod teleport, because why not? There's 2 things I have to do there. I also have to make a mithril plate body. Fortunately, I held on to some mithril bars. I should probably set a 0 amount for all of these ores and bars for quests and other crap. Like, don't ever go below 10 of each of them or something. Statuette. You know, I wonder... I guess I can't really cheese the statuette with last recall. I can last recall back to it, but then I still have to get to whatever the next thing is. And there's not a lot of bosses or content where that would help terribly. I don't have any like direct teleports to a boss, for example. Mithril plate. Completed a hard task in the desert area. Now I just need to go burn yew logs in the Narda Mayor's Bell. Glad I got 70 agility. I think that's the most annoying stat requirement for this, because it's fairly slow here. Burn yew logs. You completed all the hard tasks in the desert area. Hard diary complete, 100 points. Marking it complete on my tracker, and let's go pick up the reward. So something I want to test. I don't know if this is going to work, but I would like to see if Zahur will make unfinished potions out of star flowers, because there's a task in the desert to have Zahur make 1,000 unfinished potions in one go, which is ridiculous. Like, if you did that with normal herbs, you would have to be saving them up for an extremely long time. But if she can do it with star flowers, that is a different story, because those are really easy for me to get. So I'm going to grab 1 inventory of star flowers just to test it. Did all the hard tasks in my desert diary. Scepter has 6 charges now, which is very good. Throwing that on prayer, please. 180k prayer XP. Instant 5 levels, now 65 prayer. Can now equip 3rd age gear. Neat. It's unfortunate that using a fairy ring counts as teleporting. I don't think there's often a situation where I want that. Real reason I'm doing this Magic Essence Starflower grind is because it gives me a chance to go to the bathroom. Heck. Oh, you know, something I don't know is if these can even be noted. If they can't, then that destroys my whole plan. I have a feeling they can't because they're not tradable. Magic Essences definitely can't be noted. It's kind of cruel that it's 1,000 in one go. Like, I don't know what kind of playstyle they're trying to encourage there. If it was 1,000 total, I feel like that's plenty reasonable. Nope, that item cannot be withdrawn as a note. It was a smart idea, but it will not. Maybe if I keep doing Herbivore and get thousands of Glom leaves or something stupid. Let's see. Thinking about doing Zalcano. Just made a ton of progress. Got a shitload of quests done. Finished the Hard Desert Diary. There's a couple other diaries I could do. Maybe I'll do those. What's my task count remaining to the next region? 48. That's not too bad. I think the diaries have prerequisites that result in other tasks being completed. So why don't I do diaries? Start with Lumbridge Easy. Your age for pawns. Chop and burn oak logs in Lumbridge. Kill a zombie in the drainer sewers. Bake bread on the Lumbridge kitchen. How the hell do you bake bread? Pot of flour. I should have gotten 2 of them because I don't have the Culinary Mancer's chest. Bread dough. A pot of flour, bucket of water. Yeah, okay. I'm out of grain, but I think you can pick as many as you like outside the thing. Maybe. Talk to Hans. Hans, buddy. What's up? How long have I been here? 4 days. That seems correct. Because that means I've had like 30 minutes of time where I've been bank standing on League without recording or something. Alright, so that's a task. We also got to chop an oak tree. I didn't realize there were willows here. Burn an oak log? Oh crap, got a tinderbox. Ooh, yikes, going up to the bank. It's far enough away for it to not count. There it goes, okay. Just need kill a zombie in the drainer sewers, bake some bread. Remember the drainer sewers. Bread dough. Cook it on the range, right? Probably start doing birdhouses not for the hunter XP, but for the tree seeds that come out of the nests. I think you get decent tree seeds from bosses like Zulrah. I'm just not quite at the point where I feel like I can put them on farm. I might give KQ another try with Blood Barrage to see if that lets me stay longer and use fewer supplies. I would be all over KQ if I was able to have a like a POH rejuvenation pool. Oh my god. I would just be doing KQ constantly right now and just porting every time I got to 31 health or lower. It would be the bee's knees. Alas, it's not to be. I need to actually get tons and tons of KQ kills in order to get the equivalent of a rejuvenation pool, unfortunately. And I don't think there's any other free way for me to recover health burning through food. I could maybe exclusively use wines since they're dirt cheap and I don't care about attack when I'm fighting it. Hey, completely easy Lumbridge Diary. Nice ring now. Run energy replenish. First thing I want is the antique prayer, please. 66 prayer. Alright, medium Lumbridge. Let me check. Really do Karamja easy and medium too. Probably hard for all 3 of them if I go hard on it. Oh damn, I'm already almost done with medium. That's funny. Get a Slayer task from Childar. Ooh. Actually, I think the hard drain, I realized this almost immediately after doing Tears of Gothics. 100 Tears of Gothics in one visit means that I literally can't do the hard Lumbridge Diary until next week. So that also means that I should get as many quest points as possible to make sure that 100 points is feasible. I think I got like 70, and I wasn't particularly bad at it, so big ol' yikes. Should have been doing more quests before I went down. Okay, catch salmon in Lumbridge. My current Slayer task is lizards in the desert. Have to do that so I can get a new task from Childar. It's okay, base 60 is something that I want to work on soon too. I just need more resources. Salmon's up here. I never knew there was a fly fishing spot here, I guess because it's so far medium task complete. Create a koi. I'll take a curry tree seed. It's not super exciting, but okay, I gotta do my Slayer task so I can get a new one from Childar. Alright, I feel like this Slayer task is gonna be boring. It's interesting, like Slayer is some of my favorite content on live, but it's like the thing I'm least interested in doing in the League. I might even try to wait to do anything Slayer related until we get the tier 6 relic. I guess that would make things a little AFK, which would be cool. No, task complete. Slay 250 Slayer creatures, 50 points. I gotta go change my gear, and I also screwed up and used a couple ice coolers incorrectly, so I gotta buy some more of those here. Definitely, apparently need to be out here with, use my words, with desert robes, so I'm not just burning through water. Huh, I guess at some point I want to try to get the Metaphyte clothing, because the Metaphyte increases your heat resistance. I never knew that. Oh, Longbone. Too bad I can't use that, because I need Asgarnia to get into Dorgish Khan, because that would be really good construction XP. I'm a little salty about that. That they didn't auto-unlock the city, at least. I understand not unlocking the subsequent quests, but at least letting me into Dorgish Khan. Come on. There's so much content in there. There's like an agility course. There's repairing the light bulbs and crap. Oh. Snake grass seed drop is like one of their rarest drops, and it's one of the only seeds I care about. That's cool. Cool thing they have on their drop table is Mystic Gloves, which I'm probably eventually going to get in Puro from Hunter, but don't really need right now. But if they drop it, that'd be cool. So I should see where, if anywhere, I can get a Mystic Robe top. I think it's probably going to be in Mauritania from Infernal Mages. Drop a variant of it, maybe. I could get it from Treasure Trails. That's fair. That's probably where it's going to come from. Light version of the top drops from Kurasks. Oh, those are in the Orworth Cave, so once I get my Slayer high enough, I'll be able to do that potentially. That's cool. Dark top is from Gargoyles, so that'll be Mauritania. Okay. There's at least 2 tasks that you unlock from getting the desert that I actively don't want. Wish I hadn't have gotten. Or a little frustrating. Don't want Kalphites, I don't want lizards. Bandits are good. Take bandits. What task do I get from the desert, actually? I should check. Player task. Bandit, Kalphite, Lizard, Yuck, 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 Hierophant of Scarabite after completing contact. Do I want Scarabites? Ooh. Oh, if I do, maybe I shouldn't have completed contact. Maybe I should have just gotten far enough in it to get the diary rewards. Locust Riders. Maybe they have cool drops and I've never fought them before. Locust Rider actually has some neat drops. Rune Mace, Rune Square Shield, Seed Table. What about the Scarab? Basically the same drop table on the Scarab. Alright, well, I'll give them a try next time. Alkables are just kind of a bad drop rate, though. I think Pyrofiends are kind of terrible, too. Guess Pyrofiends drop Steel Boots, which, since I don't have access to climbing boots, are okay for melee, but they don't have any strength bonus on them. The only good thing about Pyrofiends is that they at least drop Clue Scrolls. A lot of these desert mobs don't. Lizards don't. I feel like all of these would be way more tolerable if they at least drop clues. Although, Kalphite being one of them, maybe that changes everything. Given that Kalphite's a task... Oh no, it doesn't change everything. Never mind, I was going to say, that means I can wait to fight the Kalphite Queen until I unlock Mauritania, and then I can use the Black Mask on it. Problem is that Black Mask is melee only. You need to actually get the Slayer Helmet and then imbue it for it to affect something. I think that's true, but let me double check. Attack and Strength boost. That's too bad. Slayer Helm boost would be enough for that first phase to push me through, I think, just on the accuracy alone. Oh, hopefully I'll get it. If I do the Arms set, that's kind of what I'm hoping for. That Arms plus Amulet of the Damned is going to be an actual decent combination. Lets you auto-cast ancient spells with Arms Staff and puts a damage boost on them sometimes. So with the robes, I think that's pretty good. I think usually part of the reason why you don't use Barrow sets is because, especially for things like Slayer, is because your helmet slot is permanently reserved by the Slayer Helm, or usually better helmets, but all of those Barrows headgears are going to be pretty good for the most part. So yeah, we'll try her with Arms. We'll see if it works. Task complete. Never again. These guys, they are not fun to fight. Can't wait until you get into the groove of Slayer where you have enough points that you can actually skip stuff. Definitely going to use all my blocks. Just use them all on this shit, right? Get a task from Cheldar. All of my starting Slayer tasks have been complete garbage, so maybe I'll get a cool one. I guess I take that back. The Bandit task was cool. I got to use Ice Burst and just shred them. Hierophants! I was just talking about them. Alright, Lumbridge Medium Diary is done. I need to step away for a few minutes to make myself some breakfast, so I'm gonna go do Karam ones for a bit. Alright, main changes now. Daily teleport to the Cabbage Patch, which I can't use. Access to the Drainage Wheel and 12th shortcut, which I can't use. Antique Lamp, that's what we did it. Put it on prayer. 90k prayer XP, 67. Let's see how far lamps get us with prayer. If I can get to 85 prayer, that would be my threshold to go hard on the Kalphite Queen. 85 prayer is by far the hardest requirement for a Desert Elite. But if we get to 85 through like lamping and other nonsense activities, then I could justify spending the time and the effort on doing that much KQ, because we'll get a pool out of it, which is pretty freaking strong, turns out. Alright, so Karamja Diary is probably what I'm doing next. But first I'm going to go take a break and make some food, so give me a quick sec here to start doing Karam 1 so I can go AFK-ish. All right, I don't have time for food. Let me go do Zalcano a bit. Maybe I'll get lucky and get some pure essences. I am going to do the easy and medium Karamja diaries at least, possibly also the hard diary, but do this first. $273 cosmic runes. I'll probably cover all of my cosmic runes needs for the entire league. So I'm there now with cosmic law and nature runes, which are, I guess, body runes are the last ones that are utility focused that I would need to max out on, but I can just buy those trivially. So soul runes, blood runes, and death runes are what I'm really looking for now, especially soul runes. It's kind of a hassle to get them from Ali. It's quite expensive. Well, there's 199 blood runes. I will take it. Go restock real quick. I'll probably miss the next kill, but that's okay. I'm up to 51 kills, got a good amount of resources here. Gotta take a break because I gotta get a game installed for stream today. It's gonna take me a few minutes to get it set up. So I think I'm gonna go back to Karambwans while I work on that. Karambwans I think are just gonna be my go-to I need to be AFK thing. I'll review the drops and level up smithing and crafting afterward. As I should say, the most exciting thing is 337 blood runes, 400 death runes. That's going to get us a lot of progress on Herblore if I go back to Starflowers next time I have time to do it. Holy hell, that's a lot of Karambwans. I got a surprise phone call from a family member that was super intense. Too intense for me to do anything in the game other than Karambwans. So that's what I did for 2 hours, it looks like. But I don't regret it because I now have 1,574 raw Karambwans in the bank. That's going to last a really long time. I've kind of been paycheck to paycheck on food, especially since I don't have like a restore pool or something like that. So this will make me feel a little bit more confident about, if I wanted to go hard on Kalphite Queen or Zulrah or something else that consumes a lot of food. And I need to do it anyway because I have to get my fishing level up eventually, regardless. Because I don't think we can get
manta rays from drift net fishing into like 90 fishing or something ridiculous like that. So that's gonna have to be the end of the episode. I ended up fishing and I had to end my phone call and be like, hey, I got to start stream soon. Bye. I still think this was a good episode. We defeated the Kalphite Queen, which was crazy. That was many hours ago at this point. Did a shitload of quests, basically all of the quests in the desert. Got a couple novice quests in Mistalin that I might try to wrap up tomorrow just to get them off the list. Those are just the ones that have tasks associated. I think there's some other quests that you can do that aren't associated with tasks, so I'll have to research those. Probably worth doing just to get quest points up to make sure that we can get Tears of Gothics done next week and finish the Lumbridge Hard Diary. Problem with that is that the Lumbridge Elite requirements are actually pretty reasonable, but I'm going to have to wait at least a week to do it because I screwed up Tears of Gothics and just didn't think about the fact that it was a diary task. Anyway, next episode tomorrow, probably going to open by processing all of this crap. I'm going to cook all these Karambwans. I'm going to process all of the silver ore, 643 silver ore, mithril bars, gold ore, stuff that I got from Zalcano today. Trying to get smithing up to 80 and crafting up to 80, because once I have that, I can make my own enhanced crystal keys, which has a couple more points behind it. It might just be getting a piece of the Dragonstone set, but there's some other good resources in the enhanced crystal chest that I can spend those crystal shards on. After all that processing's done with Production Master, I guess we'll see. I still have the Karamja easy and medium diaries to do. I can probably look into the hard Varrock diary. I think we're pretty close to that. And I think maybe just going hard on league tasks, count of tasks as opposed to points, so that we can get closer to unlocking the third area, which I am increasingly expecting to be Mauritania. Thanks for watching, folks. Again, I really appreciate feedback about the videos themselves. If you notice anything in the editing that's wonky, if the audio is crackling, if the fast forward is too fast or too slow, if things seem to be cut out, if things seem to be failing to fast forward, this is why I'm using this Trailblazer series to test the algorithm that I'm using to edit things. It's so much faster if I use this algorithm, but I don't want to apply it to the actual QuestCape videos without doing a lot of testing and getting a lot of feedback from viewers, because right now the manual process for QuestCape is working and I don't want to upload stuff to my main channel that sucks. So if any of these videos suck a little bit for technical reasons, please let me know, and I'll do my best to work with the tool developer on GitHub to get it fixed. Later, folks. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.